Hey guys, what's up? It's Joseph, and I'm back with another YouTube video. And this one is for the people who already bought a house. This is Samir. He bought a house with his wife, Kelly, in this undisclosed town. And it's a two-family house. It was delivered vacant, which is very rare. But when it's delivered vacant, I always recommend that they make the updates to the property before they rent it out and move into it, because it's your only opportunity to do so. So Samir, congratulations on your purchase. How long ago was it? It's been like 2 months.
January 15th, we signed the papers.
So January 15th, it is now March 1st, and you've done some work to the property.
We've done a lot. Yeah, we're still going through it.
Okay.
Let me take you inside, give you a little tour.
Beautiful.
Like MTV Cribs over
I
here.
love that. MTV Cribs before it's complete.
Exactly.
So let's go inside and check it out, and stay tuned for the full video. All right, so I figured we'd start in the basement because that's obviously the building of the house. That's where it starts. You like this basement when I first showed it to you?
Hated it.
You hated it, right? Yeah, I think most basements look like shit. The foundation walls are ugly and there's efflorescence all over them. However, it's a nice height.
Yeah, great.
There's a lot of space here, and it's
Absolutely.
a two-family house. So I think you mentioned you're going to section off something for storage over here?
Yeah, we would love to section off this little section over here for storage. We're going to obviously replace all the windows. Some of this electrical wires obviously won't be hanging as we kind of go through it all. But
I think the biggest thing for two-family is utilities. When we bought this house, the 2 hot water heaters were already brand new. These are these right here. And it was one heating system for the whole house because it was radiant heat.
Yep.
And I think you and Kelly made the decision to convert the heating and cooling because there was no central air, right?
correct.
So, I mean, the house was expensive, right? $925.
Yeah.
No central air. So people buying a two-family house and you want space and a nice town, those are the things that you're going to sacrifice. So you guys made the decision to put central air force there?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that. Why?
We hate window units.
You hate window units.
We hate window units. Plus, there's nothing better than having control of your AC, and it's an upgrade for the house. So,
So you're going to basically just get rid of this?
get rid of it.
Okay.
It's on
That's a
Facebook
shame.
if anyone wants to buy
Is
it.
it really?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
It's barely new.
How much do you have it up for?
Like $4,000. They think
$4,000.
brand new. It's like $5,000.
Yeah.
This thing, 2021. Check it out. See, zoom in on this. It's freaking Penco boilers. And
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get $4,000.
I mean, whatever.
Wait, $4,000, they got to cut it up and haul it away, or goes with that?
Haul it away. I'll haul it away.
All right. For those interested,
4,500.
4,500?
Haul it away for 4,500.
$3,000, guys, if you want it. Okay, so you're putting a brand new HVAC unit.
Yep.
So it's a two-family house with an attic, right?
Correct.
And the second and third floor of the attic are for you guys.
Correct.
And the first floor is for the tenants, right? So are you putting the HVAC unit down here?
We're gonna have it upstairs.
Really?
Yeah. So, because we didn't gut renovate, we had to be a little more strategic in where we put things. And how
Okay.
we did things. So the mechanical room is gonna be upstairs.
Okay, actually, that's a great point. I think you should talk about that. You have to be strategic because of the plaster walls.
Exactly. We did. So originally, this house had knob and tube electric, and we were on a budget where our budget strictly was $120,000.
Wait, pause. For people watching this, knob and tube is like a really old school form of electric. I think some of it is here. Yeah, actually, look. If you look right here, that's knob and tube electric up here. So this knob and tube is just like a really old school form of electrical wiring. It's actually very hazardous, and we were able to get a $15,000 credit from the seller for this, and that went towards your closing cost.
Yeah.
So you came out of pocket almost nothing for closing.
Yeah.
Besides your down payment.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that was nice, but they had to get rid of the knob and tube, and so you're basically being very careful because every single wall in this house has plaster.
Yeah, and plaster.
And plaster.
Yeah.
So it's lat and plaster on top.
Yeah.
So when you break that, it's like really messy and ugly, which you guys will see upstairs.
The wall's pretty much destroyed once it starts to break. You got to take it all off and just put up sheetrock at
So
it.
adding electrical outlets and HVAC is kind of a pain in the ass.
Exactly. So, again, because we're on the budget, we didn't want to take down every single wall. We wanted to kind of make do with what we can. So the electrical room is going to be upstairs.
Awesome. So electrical's upstairs. This is strictly going to be for you guys.
Like maintenance room.
The HVAC. Sorry, we both saying electrical, but HVAC. So HVAC is going upstairs for the first floor unit.
For both. We're going to have both.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to have them side by
I thought I saw an HVAC unit in the attic.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what we mean by
That's what you're okay.
Yep.
Got it.
They're both going to be side by side.
Oh, so for the first floor is in the attic too?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting way of doing it. All right. How much was that?
We're at $30,000 for that.
30,000. What type of units did you do? Do you know the name?
Bosch.
Bosch. Okay.
Bosch.
Why'd you go with Bosch?
Bosch is the best.
Okay. Bosch is the best.
Why? You don't like Bosch?
No. Honestly, I always ask what people use because I just went to the build show
Okay.
and people were saying Navien, people were saying Goodman is just fine. It's really cheap.
Well, side note, my dad is our general contractor, so we're really looking on there, and he has always had great experience with Bosch units. That's why we're using Bosch.
Got it. Bosch.
Yeah.
Okay. Bosch. Got it.
Bosch.
So 30,000, basically 15,000 per unit.
Yes.
That's installed.
All the ducts.
Okay.
Yeah.
15,000 per unit in today's pricing sounds pretty fair, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Sorry, guys. Dude, I could have done it for 28.
I would have said cut right now.
All right. So HVAC 30,000. Did you do anything else down here?
Down here, so there was a wall right behind this. It's the chimney, I believe. So right behind the chimney, there was this wall. We changed some of the plumbing here. That's like an older bathroom. That's a later project.
You're going to do a full bathroom down here eventually.
Yep.
Because this is actually a nice height.
It's a great height.
I'm 4'3", so this is actually pretty high.
Oh God, that's awesome.
Wait, how tall are you for real?
Off camera, 6 foot.
Okay.
On camera, on camera, 6 foot. Off camera, 5'11", 3/4.
Okay, 5'11", 3/4. So this is 6.5, probably.
Yeah.
That's a great ceiling height.
No, great basement. We would love to. We obviously want to finish it.
I think that'd be great.
It's not a priority right now.
And this basement's pretty dry.
Yeah, except for all this stuff. So what's happening is how much detail do you want me to go into?
You can go into detail. I think people want to see.
What's going in. An issue that we're figuring out is that a lot of the gutters on the outside of the house
are they underground?
No.
Okay.
There was an original gutter that was underground, but it looks like you can see from when we go outside, it's not that way anymore. So all the water is hitting the house.
Oh shit.
So a summer project, what we want to do is obviously rip up the driveway, fix that, finish the garage, dig about 4 feet here, put all the gutters under so then it could then shoot out to the street.
Got it.
Our neighbor as well, his pipe is shooting onto our driveway as well. So in the wintertime, when the snow melts off the roof, all the water goes onto our driveway, freezes, the driveway gets ripped up. So we are going to need that to go under as well.
Got it. Okay.
Easy neighborhood leak.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of people don't know this, but water is the biggest enemy to a house, and gutters is the best way to protect your basement and your house in general. So that's a great summer project.
Yeah.
It looks like the previous owner did a pump and kind of like this
French drain,
but it looks a little ghetto, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. So
so the gas is already separate.
Gas is separate. Yep, we had to upgrade the gas line here. I believe I was saying that to you earlier. We had to go to a thicker line because
Why'd you make the gas line bigger?
Your washer dryers or your dryers using gas.
Okay.
Your stoves using gas. The tenant stoves using gas. Tenant washer.
You're adding the central air force there. That's that.
Central air force there is gas.
Yeah.
So you're going to need more supply.
So more demand. You have to upgrade this pipe. How much was that?
Oh God, I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie to you.
If you had to guess.
If I had to guess, just the piping.
It doesn't. We'll tell people it's not going to be accurate, but
2,000.
2,000? I mean, I was going to say 1,000, but yeah.
I would have said
1,000 to 2,000. This is expensive, the piping.
The pipe is expensive.
So the good thing is the gas is already separate.
Yeah.
Separating this is a pain in the ass.
It's also a pain because once you go into this corner, right, you're feeding it. The concrete walls shoot up, like where the kitchen lives for the first floor unit is behind this wall. So we had to chop off some of that concrete.
Oh, shit.
But then,
Yeah, anytime we do concrete work, when you're moving gas lines and something with the framing, it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass.
As simple as it was just a little labor intensive.
Okay.
Right? So
something to be aware of, like where the gas lines are going when you're separating, if you have to separate them. And even if they're already separate, upgrading the gas lines.
And what we also had to do down here was the second floor unit, since we're making it a 2-family, the second floor unit's hot water was also supplying the first floor unit.
Oh, interesting.
So we had to
separate. You found that out after closing?
After closing.
No way.
Yeah, my dad.
A nice little surprise.
A little hey,
yeah. I mean, I sold them the house, so it's funny because I'm a realtor and that's something I would never know.
Yeah. So fortunately, my dad noticed when he was doing the the gas down here, and getting rid of a lot of the knob and tube.
Yeah, a lot of these old
No,
school
that-
homes weren't always two families.
No,
They were
there's
single
always-
families, very grand single families, and then because they were so big with entrances in the front and the back, they were like, these are two family zones. So this is a legal two family. You didn't convert it to a two family. This is a legal two family, and it was already separate.
Yep.
So this is a big expense that you guys are actually holding off on. I understand.
Yeah. So
The electrical.
exactly.
It was separate already.
It was separate already.
Mhm.
We upgraded the panels, but a lot of modern homes have 200 watt, I believe.
Yeah. So when we sold them this house, the service going into the house was 100 amps as opposed to 150 or 200 amps, which is up to today's standards.
Yeah.
So you have a 200 amps that you need to update to, but you're not doing it.
Exactly.
You're just updating the actual panel
The actual
itself.
panel, all the wiring, making sure everything's
Solid.
good as new, solid. Yeah.
Okay. But how much is that costing you? I know your dad's the contractor and all that stuff. but-
With the new electrical and stuff,
yeah.
like
Well, you probably spent the most money here on electrical.
I would say electrical has been our biggest hit.
Okay. Because
Definitely.
it's an older house that has not been
Yeah.
through. What do you know off the top of your head?
I would say around 30, 40,000. on
30, 40,000. But that's not just the knob and tube, but upgrading the actual
everything. Yeah.
everything.
And
Adding new outlets, things like that.
exactly. And what a lot of people don't understand is where we're fortunate is because my dad's the GC, because he's the electrician, he's licensed, knows all that stuff. He's cutting open the wall, changing the electrical, putting the wall up. A lot of times if you hire an electrician,
Yeah.
they're going to cut the hole and say, not my problem.
Exactly. That's a very good point to make because I think most people think like, oh, the electrician's here. He's going to do me a favor and replace the sheetrock or be cautious when he's cutting and all that stuff.
Exactly.
I think my biggest lesson from renovating many properties is watch these guys. Your electrician, make sure he's not cutting holes in these main beams. The plumber, make sure he's not hacking through all these beams and cutting out supports. That's what these guys do.
Absolutely.
So hiring a right contractor is very important, regardless of the age of the house, right?
Yes.
But your dad was doing both, but basically the work of like a sheetrock guy, an electrician.
Exactly. The only
that's
thing
great.
he doesn't do is HVAC. But
Okay. So 30,000 for the HVAC, 40,000 for the electrical. Those are the
Yeah.
biggest expenses. And then the rest are all miscellaneous, like kitchen. We'll go over all that.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So eventually you're going to upgrade this to 200 amps.
We would love to.
Do you know the cost? How much that would cost?
That I don't know.
I just did it. I think you're going to spend 10 grand on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just the service, not including the panels,
Yeah, that's what we figured.
which are fine. You could do that from the outside.
We estimated 20.
Nah, you'll get that for
So
10.
you have to pull it from the street and get PSEG to.
No, most you talking about the transformer on the outside?
Okay, there it is. Yeah, lay it on.
The transformer on the outside probably is already ready for a 200 amp service.
Okay. Okay.
It can supply a 200 amp service.
Okay.
Don't call me on that. We'll take a look when we go outside.
Take a
Up
look
to you.
when we go.
We'll take a look when we go outside. Let's
Follow
go,
us to the upstairs.
let's go upstairs to the first floor.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're on the second floor of the house. This is the first unit. This is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom.
Yes.
Okay, so this unit, I loved it because it has the half bath. It has a front porch. It has space for laundry in each unit. Nice open concept. It has a dining room. It has access to the backyard. These are all things that people want in a rental. So I said, this is going to be a good rental. And it's also going to be a great place to live for you guys.
Absolutely.
So I think you guys felt the same way when you first looked at this because we were looking at like a lot of garbage in Jersey City.
Yeah.
You know, those like connected homes that are $950 and they need to be gutted, pre-1900 garbage. So this for $925 with a $15,000 credit made amazing sense because you have the driveway, you have the backyard, you have the 2-car garage, you have 2 yards basically.
Yeah.
The location is way better and the units are very spacious and this has like hardwood floors. It just needed kind of like a cosmetic reboot and some modifications as far as the structure and the electrical and all that.
Absolutely.
So you added laundry.
Yeah. So the laundry was originally in the basement for this unit.
Mhm.
We brought it upstairs because we kind of want to keep that basement.
How much does that cost? I know how much. If you want, I could.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Because I just did this in my unit.
Okay.
I like laundry in unit. So do tenants, especially in this price point. I think when we go upstairs, we're going to talk. Actually, at the end of this unit, we're going to talk about rental comps and what this will rent for. But laundry in unit like this wall was open, right?
This wall was not open.
You completely opened.
We completely opened it. This used to be closed. There was like a door right here.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
Walk in, and then it was just hallway.
The whole section here was closed.
Yeah, there was a little cabinet thing
Wow.
here, and then you stepped right into the kitchen.
So when you're looking at these homes as a realtor and as a buyer,
Yeah.
it's so closed off.
Yep.
Just opening up a small section like this changes the whole apartment.
Brings in so much sunlight.
Yeah, it brings in sunlight from here, sunlight from there.
Yep.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah, and with new windows coming in, it'll
I'll forget it.
only make it better.
So I would say that pulling it from the basement, right, the gas, adding the plumbing for the hot and cold, and then obviously the service for the electrical.
Yeah.
That was part of the 40,000.
Yep.
I would say plumbing and without the hot water heater, and then you vented it obviously for the dryer.
Yes.
I don't know, probably $4 or $5 grand.
Yes. And then, depending on what machines you put in can
Yeah, exactly. Maybe $2,000 for
Exactly.
one unit machine.
Exactly. Yep.
So say $7 grand for this minus the electrical. I think this is not about the cost. It's more about how quickly you're going to rent it.
Yeah.
And also the quality of tenant you're going to get.
Absolutely.
Because of something so big like this.
Absolutely.
And also you have a lot of workspace here when you're doing laundry. It's great.
Yeah.
You have a dining room. Tell me about the kitchen.
So the kitchen, there were actually 4 or 5.
This looks like new sheetrock. What'd you do here?
This wall, we basically had to we ripped it all up. We took out all the old electrical because a lot of the electrical was feeding into this wall to then shoot up upstairs or use the light switch over here for the staircase.
Okay.
And my GC, my dad likes to call it a pregnant wall.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what a lot of these older walls is sometimes they'll get like a little bubble. I think the plaster.
From the plaster.
Yeah. So at that point, you just got to rip it out.
And plaster, once it detaches from the lath,
yep,
it just looks like shit. And
that's
it's
exactly
impossible to repair and fix.
That's happened in a few rooms.
Yeah.
So we best bet is to just rip it, start it over.
So this has an entrance to the basement and the attic.
Exactly.
And the front has a bit entrance for the first floor and second floor.
So because we are going to be living upstairs, this staircase will take you to the attic. We're putting a door.
Are you putting a wall here?
We're putting a door upstairs for us. We're going to allow access to everything for the tenant. Just in case we have a storage unit, they need to go downstairs, have storage down there.
I would put a wall here.
I mean, they got to shoot out to the back,
Who is the tenant?
Yeah, there's this door right there.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Because future project, we want to redo the deck and not have that ramp.
Yeah, the ramp is crazy.
And then we could open up that driveway. So if you got to do a little,
we'll talk about that when we get outside.
Yeah.
So all right, so you're putting a door upstairs for yourself.
A fire door for ourselves.
Okay, that's gonna be your master because
Yeah.
we'll go up there last. This is we're on the first floor. Sorry.
Absolutely.
So okay, so the tenant has access to the basement.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And the yard.
Yes.
Okay, so they can get to their apartment from here or the front.
Yeah.
They're walking into the kitchen.
Little mudroom back.
And there's also a little mudroom back here.
Yeah.
This was slanted, if I remember.
This was slanted.
This is the rear porch. Just so you guys know, in New Jersey, rear porches and front porches have a little bit of a slant to it so that when it rains, the water goes that way.
It's that Jersey lean, man.
It's that Jersey lean, right?
That Jersey.
So when you're renovating this or in sealing it, it's a little funny to level it out. I can see it's a little higher over here.
Yeah, so we're gonna have that. What is that? The recliner or whatever they call
A
it.
little bullnose.
Yeah. So there was no like subflooring there. It was just.
So what did you put, plywood?
So we put plywood. We put the foam to then so it doesn't squeak.
Yeah.
And then we put the hardwood floor on top.
You match the hardwood floor. Yeah, and this is gonna be a cute little mudroom.
And then we're gonna obviously once it's all done, stain and do all hardwood.
Sand and finish the floors last.
Everything. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Let's go to the bathroom. I see here. Let's go into this room.
This room right here.
Because this is a perfect example of
what happens.
This is what happens with that pregnant wall with plaster lath. So this is plaster. And this is sheetrock. So you got rid of all the plaster lath.
Yep.
It all crumbled like this.
Yep.
And then you replaced it with sheetrock, and then you'll spackle and paint this and make this room pretty again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And you're going to rip up those radiators because you're doing central air force there.
Exactly.
Where's the central air force there in here?
I don't think they've mapped it out yet. They're doing the upstairs and front.
Got it.
Because we want to at least.
So there's still more plaster lath to be destroyed.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a pain to clean up. It's a heavy. It's not enjoyable.
So, all right, let's go upstairs. Let's check out the second unit.
So my fiance actually wanted to jump off the roof last night because a lot of this, we're getting married. We're planning a wedding. We're fixing this house. A lot of expenses, a lot of stress. because I've gone to work with my dad since such a young age, it's easy for me. It doesn't bother me. Well,
All the time.
I see it all the time. I'm used to the walls being down, electrical wires all over the place. Whereas my fiance, it's all very new to her and it's extremely overwhelming.
Yeah, and to be fair, if you haven't seen it before, you will walk around a house like this when everything's open and exposed, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Exactly.
You know?
It's just dollar signs everywhere. It's like the Matrix, but just dollar signs, you know?
Great analogy.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, tell me about the kitchen. I see you put brand new cabinets.
Yep.
Exactly where it was. You didn't need permits because you ripped and replaced, right?
Yep.
And you changed the countertops. Who chose the countertops?
I chose the counter. Sensitive subject. I chose the countertops. I really like these countertops.
I like him.
My fiance is not too crazy about them. She wanted something a little less busy.
Mm-hmm.
She's simple. She's wonderful. You know, she likes just clean look. So
I think it looks great.
thank you.
You did these are okay. So these are Forever Mark cabinets. I know.
Forever Mark cabinetry.
How much was this kitchen?
So
Just the cabinets.
this kitchen and downstairs, along with the laundry room cabinets that we have in our unit.
Did some cabinets in the laundry room. Okay.
My dad has a relationship with Forever Mark cabinetry, so it might be
That's
a little
I
skewed.
think pricing is. This is a real video.
We spent $9,000
for both.
for both.
Damn. What's the relationship?
Yeah, you
You in the place?
You want in, huh? Forever Mark cabinetry. Get your cabinetry today.
Oh my god, that's really cheap. But these are solid wood.
They're great.
They
Yeah,
extend all the way. You have the tongue and groove.
Yeah.
and they're soft close.
soft close.
And you did tan here.
Yeah,
like
and then we did white over here.
white over here. Okay.
We liked the switch up. We saw it on Pinterest.
Okay.
But honestly, a little piece of advice: don't follow Pinterest for everything
Mm-hmm.
because it's really hard and it's
I think
it's all
great.
facade. It's
I think
all
it looks
facade.
What
The
kind of knobs
plastic-
are you doing?
The plastic is, just so the viewers know, plastic is for when you do skim coating on the walls. You put up the sheetrock, you're not just going to put plaster. You got to skim coat it. You got to sand it, make sure it all looks flat.
You want the dust everywhere.
You don't want the dust everywhere, so that's why we have the plastic.
Cool.
What kind of knobs? My fiance Kelly, love you, babe. She wants gold. I also like gold. You know it. She likes highlight. That's of course.
They're in agreement on the knobs.
Happy wife, happy life. You know. I learned my mistake from the countertops. So
How much were the countertops?
this countertop, we're doing this downstairs unit. We also have a little piece over there. I believe it was 33 for this.
That's great.
3,300 for this. We're doing marble around the fireplace. That's going to be.
Let's take
I
a look at that.
believe we're paying $6,000 for that. But this is also a relationship that my dad has as well.
Yeah.
All his years of like being a GC.
But it's good for the public to know that these things are negotiable.
Yeah,
And you can definitely, like, this is the price. This is a hookup price.
absolutely.
You shouldn't be paying, like, because I know some people, like I sold a house in Westwood
Yeah,
and I went there and the guy got just a regular L shape, not even your island.
yeah.
And he paid $12,000 for just the cabinets.
Piece of advice is you have granite, you have quartz, you have, I don't know, whatever the hell, wood if you want, right? From what we've learned is quartz can get pricey, right?
Yeah.
Because quartz, it's man-made, whatever design you want, you can pretty much get. You have quartz going for $45 a square foot, or you have quartz going for like $200 a square foot. So you kind of just got to figure out what your budget is, add 20 or 30% to that, because obviously there's going to be issues. And oh my God,
Sorry.
are you okay?
Do you have insurance? No.
And then just go from there and just try to stick with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much were the appliances?
The appliances, our realtor knows a guy who hooked us up, beat Home Depot, beat Lowe's. George, if you're watching this, let me tell you, we're doing Cafe, which is GE's like luxurious line. Little flex, but that's okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, well, you know what? We were going to go Samsung. Had a lot of bad reviews about Samsung,
Okay.
so we bumped it up to GE. Can't afford Sub-Zero yet, or Viking, whatever. We were paying $12,000.
For each kitchen or both?
$12,000 for hood, stove, dishwasher, washer and dryers for our unit, for the unit downstairs, for our fridge, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, so I think that is important to note. So downstairs, you just did a microwave circulating, and up here you put a hood because it's your unit.
Yes.
So obviously, I did the same thing in my house. You put a little bit more love, a little bit more money into your unit because this is where you're gonna live.
Yeah.
But both ultimately will command very high rents because as the realtor, when we were looking at property, our main focus was size of the units, location of the units, and obviously bedrooms, bathrooms, laundry opportunity, et cetera, et cetera. So both of these units check every single mark, especially now that you've renovated them.
Yeah.
So I think you'd be surprised. We'll talk about the rents at the end. I think you'd be surprised, what the rent roll will be on this house when you do move out of here, because when you move out of here, and you could literally buy another house in a year from now with a minimum down payment, single family.
Yeah. That's the goal.
That'll be your primary residence.
Using our great realtor.
Yeah, so using me, hopefully, if you guys are happy with me.
Of course.
And and you guys can buy a house 3.5% down and keep this and enjoy the rent roll and refinance when rates go down.
Yeah.
Hopefully they go down. So, all right. So the kitchen is going to look gorgeous. I see over here you ripped out everything that was here. This was underneath. What was here?
He had some mantle thing.
It was like a
matched this up top.
Oh, okay. It was
This was a pain. This was a real pain getting the electrical here for a TV because if you remember, their TV or actually
it was on the side.
It was on the side. Yeah, something like that.
I mean, but this room is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. So we had to open up this wall here because, again, if you remember, it was just kind of like a little bit bigger than a normal size door. They had like a little breakfast nook here. So this whole LVL beam or whatever, we put that in. We were lucky there as well because the price of that beam was probably like $750 to $1,000. Our family friend had one from an old job site that they never used, and they were just like, take it.
No way. Oh, that's amazing.
So it was just, realistically, it's
obviously being in the business helps.
Being in the business helps.
So something to know if you're like a first-time buyer or even a second-time buyer buying an investment property, if he doesn't know anything about anything and no connections, things to know.
Yeah.
Be prepared for it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what are you going to do here?
So we're going to probably do like a nice marble mantle.
You're going to wrap it with marble?
Yeah, maybe a cream beige off-white to kind of...
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So this unit has a half bath. Oh, what is this?
No, this is where we enter to get into our unit.
Oh, so this is the entrance.
Yeah.
Interesting. You put a clear door?
They had the clear door there.
This was here already?
Yeah, that was there. We have to change out that door because there's like 4 inches from the bottom, not even.
You could crawl in.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would use this as a pantry door.
No, that takes you all...
No, I know. I was saying take the door and put it in the pantry.
We have new doors and windows coming.
Oh, you do? Okay, so you're going to put a proper front door with a...
Yeah, we'll figure.
And you have over here as a half bath?
No, this is just going to be our...
Storage.
So because we didn't gut everything, we kind of had to live with the normal plumbing.
Got it.
Right? So that's what's been making it a little difficult.
Yeah,
half bath there would be perfect.
Yeah, because this is your entertaining area.
Exactly. But
you could do it later.
Yeah, later.
Later. Probably not.
I'm probably not doing it. No, we're okay. We're done.
So this unit actually is connected to the attic. Yeah. So let's go into the attic because I think that's going to be the best part because this in itself is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. And then with the attic, it'll be 3 bedrooms, 2 baths.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Let's check out the attic upstairs. Actually, before we go upstairs, there's something I want to show you guys what you did to the closet here.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea to show them.
So our goal is we'll be living in this room. This will be our master or primary bedroom. So we wanted bigger closets. So we're going to have the sliding door closet.
This was 2 doors. 2 doors, small closet doors?
Small closet doors, wall in the middle.
Oh, so it was a wall blocking.
Yeah, wall blocking. And because it's an older home, it wasn't the standard, what is that, like 32-inch?
Yeah, really small.
It was like 28, 27.
Got it. So you had 2 small doors with cramped space. Did you bring this out or did you just leave it the same?
Left it the same.
But you opened it up.
How'd
you open it? You put a header or something? Because this whole wall is new sheetrock.
Yeah, exactly. So
you took out this whole sheet plaster.
We took out this whole plaster. We took out this whole plaster.
Oh, that must have been a fucking nightmare.
Garbage bags on garbage bag.
Oh my God.
But yeah, we're gonna do sliding doors. We want like that kind of California closet look here. Because this is, like I said, this is gonna be our primary.
So the doors are gonna, how are they gonna slide?
It's gonna just be two sliding doors.
Oh, okay. Got it. I get it. Yeah. Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. And this will be just all hang and storage up top.
Exactly.
I think this is a huge upgrade to a house, especially these older homes. And I always see like these builders, they just paint the door that's there and inside, and it just looks crazy.
Yeah.
It has one hang with storage on top. This is a really nice upgrade that you should do to all your closets if you do own an older home. So I know you can't ballpark the cost of this.
Yeah.
I would say this is like $3,000.
Yeah, you know what?
It's actually maybe $4,000 by the time you're said and done with all the material and all that.
The wall had to come down.
Yeah.
Right. The doors were old. The wall in here was old. It all had to get fixed.
Yeah.
And a lot of times what people think is, you know, my GC's screwing me. He keeps adding on more and more and more. But when the walls are down and everything's exposed, you might as well pay the extra bit to get it the way you want it.
Yeah, I mean, look at the difference.
Literally sliding door. We have drawers, hangers, suits, dresses, whatever.
But I mean, this will eventually be a rental.
Exactly.
So this is gonna add so much more value to the rental once you guys move out of here, and it's so much better.
Yeah.
Let's
And
check
this
out
is we're shooting upstairs next, I believe. So
yeah, let's check out the attic.
that's the end goal.
Completely unfinished.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in the attic. This was unfinished, hideous.
Yeah.
There was a giant wall in the middle here.
Yeah, you remember that?
I remember because I walked up here and I was like, why wouldn't you take this wall down
It made no sense.
and do this?
Made absolutely
When you
no
see an unfinished attic, this is what you should do to it. You guys crushed it here, I think. You put a utility room here for the HVAC, right? This is going to supply this and the downstairs.
Yes.
And then that's the entrance.
That's the entrance. Yeah, we'll have our own door
You
here.
framed out some storage over here.
Yeah, we're just gonna do the walls.
I see that he did the HVAC very nicely.
Very nicely. Yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted these beautiful old beams exposed, but
Yeah.
because the HVAC is above it,
Yeah, you need the trunk.
yeah, we really couldn't do much.
Okay.
And again, that's just old house balling on a budget, trying to make it.
So it looks like
work.
this is gonna get framed out too, right?
Yeah, this is gonna get framed out. I believe this is the like duct for our floor. So
Okay.
yeah.
So this is mechanical. This is just framed here, and then as we walk here,
Yeah.
you have what is this?
We're envisioning, well,
This is just storage.
so we want to do a big master closet here.
Okay. All right, we'll look at that later. Right
Yeah.
now,
So right now what we plan on doing is bed here, like right in front of this wall.
Here, very nice.
Right? Maybe like a little chair, a little table. I have my coffee.
Beautiful for an area because you got the windows.
Looking outside the window.
Mhm.
You know, making
You should
sure.
try to make these windows bigger.
Well, we're gonna replace the windows.
You should make them bigger. This would be great if you can get the natural light in here.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Watch my kids walk to school. My future
100%,
kids.
yeah.
You know, right?
Sorry, so we're over here. This is
Over here.
this is a brand new bathroom.
Brand new bathroom, which follows the plumbing, so all the bathrooms are in line. We have an emergency turn-off valve in the floor below us.
Mhm.
So let's say we're cooking in the kitchen, something's going on up here with the bathroom. We don't have to run all the way down to the basement.
This is mapped out very nicely.
Yeah, we just cut it all out right
Yeah.
there. And then shooting over here, we're gonna have a blind corner, so you can't really see what's going on back here. But we want a master closet.
Blind
here.
corner, I like that.
Yeah. So
Okay, so this whole thing is now a master closet.
master closet.
This is insane.
Yeah.
For a two-family house,
Yeah.
the second floor is a two-story duplex. I know, like, selling this in the future, this is just, it's unheard of. You don't really see this ever.
So realistically, we don't know how long we'll be here. And I mean, granted, let's say it's 5 years, let's say it's 10 years. You know, this is something that's really important to us. A lot of shoes, a lot of clothes, right?
Yeah, I mean, having
You want a nice
closet,
closet.
this might allow you to stay for another 2-3 years and more.
Exactly.
So, all right, I know you can't put a number on framing this, insulating it, plumbing for that bathroom,
Yeah.
a sheetrock. What floor
Sheetrock.
are you putting hardwood floor up here?
We're going to put carpet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to put carpet just to kind of save on costs a little bit.
Are you putting down a floor here?
We're going to have to put down a floor.
Plywood.
Yeah, because
Okay.
this is all, some of it's good, some of it's
Yeah,
kind of already
yeah.
gone.
So you're gonna put a plywood right on top.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So
kinda give you an
super
idea.
level, clean.
Yep. To give you an idea, I picked up all the wood for in here,
Mhm.
and it was just wood alone. It was about $1,000.
Okay, I feel like that's not terrible.
No,
So you're talking about the 2x4s for the framing. Where'd you get it from? Home Depot.
Home Depot,
Okay, so you picked
and
it
then
up
your
yourself.
DC has a pro deal, so you got a little bit of a discount.
Okay, that's good
Yeah.
to know.
So just the
Pro deal
wood,
version?
was about $1,000.
Mm.
But then you have your hi-hats, right?
That was part of the electrical.
This is new. This is after. This is
Not including from the 40,000?
not including from the 40,000.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you spent, so the hi-hats in here, how much was that?
Hi-hats and I wish I had the receipt on me. Hi-hats and the fan for the bathroom, I think that was around $300. The fan was a little bit expensive.
How many hi-hats?
6, you get a box. I think it's like 50.
Oh, wow.
50
Okay.
or $80 a box.
Wow. That's,
Yeah,
so,
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and then over there, 7, 8. 8.
Okay. That's not bad. I
Yeah.
feel like I've paid way more than that.
There's so again, baller on a budget. There's different ones that you can buy.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine. But they're
You
still
probably
out.
bought the nice ones.
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't nice. Kelly, if you're watching this, these are very nice. All right, these are very nice.
All right. So, I mean, all right. So far, how much money have you spent? And would you do it again?
Oh, I would do it again. This
You
is
do,
so
okay.
fun. This is so much fun.
This is great.
Oh.
I love this shit, honestly. When I heard that you guys, I saw your story on Instagram. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I feel like I have to make a video here. This is so nice. I feel like the world needs to see
Yeah,
after purchase what happens. Because, like, I hand people keys all the time. And then you don't hear from them until it's finished. And I'm like, let me
Yep.
try to get an opportunity to talk to somebody who's not a builder,
yeah,
who doesn't build brand new construction or guts homes for a living, but a regular homeowner who's renovating their own home.
yeah. So all in with the prices that we've been quoted for like HVAC
Yeah,
or,
and your
or
discounts on
doors,
everything.
discounts on everything, all in, including paint, all that stuff. We're at 175,000.
Okay.
Yeah, and our original budget was 120.
Mhm.
And that's where I was saying in the beginning of this video, what you really want to do is take your budget, let's say add 20 to 30%,
Mhm.
because you never know what's going to happen when you open that wall.
Especially with an older house.
So you might say my budget's 100,000.
Mhm.
If you tack on another 20,000, it's like that's too much for me. Your budget's 80,000.
I mean, I think I did a decent job preparing you guys for that,
Yeah.
because I said it's not a 1980s build where everything's sheetrock and has proper insulation behind it. Yes, it's a pre-1900. There's 1920s?
1920.
So this house was built 1920. So anything before 1970, you have very different building materials, and the biggest one is plaster, lath, and it's not sheetrock.
Yeah.
So what's your all in cost? I think when we were showing this house, I think I told Kelly $250.
Yeah, you were saying cut renovate the whole thing, 200,000-300,000 put into it. And she thought you were crazy, but in my mind, I was like, he's not crazy.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
I would have done it balls to the wall.
Because then at that way, you build it the way you want to and not the way you kind of have to.
So I think something that's going to make Kelly very comfortable is when you own a house like this, instead of renting, you get no write-offs, you have no equity, nothing. I think right off the bat, this house will appreciate 3 to 5% every single year, no matter what, because of the square footage, the location, the rent that you can collect.
Yeah.
On top of that, what are the taxes here?
Oh God, you got.
I think they're 15.
I think so.
Okay, so you can write off as of right now up to $10,000 every single year on your taxes. On top of that, your mortgage interest, you negotiate your rate. What rate did you get?
I think we're 7.1
7.1%,
because it's a multifamily.
because it's a multi,
So
yeah.
a little higher.
So 7.1. And say you pay $25,000 in interest for the year in your monthly payments.
Yep.
You write that entire thing off as well. On top of that, the work that you put into this house, you also write off the work as depreciation.
Yeah.
So you have all these write-offs when you're doing a house like this, and if you never sell it, you never have to recapture those write-offs as depreciation. So something to note: there's a lot of compounding factors that are a benefit when you do a house like this, as opposed to just renting. Because you guys are renting before.
Yeah. So we're renting in Jersey City right now.
How much is your rent?
2,000.
You had a deal, yeah.
Yeah, we got a deal.
Yeah.
It's all about the deals.
Yeah,
There's one
that's-
thing you're gonna take out of this.
But I'll tell you what, it
Deals.
still makes even at $2,000 in rent versus what's the mortgage here?
Mortgage here is 7,000.
$7,000. And I think playing it very safe, we're going to collect for a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath with laundry and unit in this town. You're probably going to be around $3,500, if not $3,750, $3,850 in rent, which chops your mortgage in half.
Yep.
By the time you're all said and done here, this is a $5,000 rental of $5,500 because of the location. 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, garage, backyard, laundry and unit, like crazy walk-in closet, bigger than some homes.
Yeah.
Like, then you'll be making $2,500 a month if you refinance. that only goes up, maybe
Yep.
3,500 a month clean. So
That's the goal.
stop renting, make a move. So you're saying you would do it again?
Oh, absolutely.
You would do it again in
Yeah.
a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Do you think Kelly would do it again?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think when all is said and done, she'll do it again.
She'll appreciate it, but
I
again,
think you guys make a good team, and you really kind of push her to do these things. I don't think she would have done it by herself.
it's a lot. It's decision overload.
Yeah.
You don't realize how many things go into a new house. You see money leaving the bank account, but you don't realize. You look at the framing, and that costs money. It's not beautiful right away, and
And
beauty
I know.
comes closer to the end.
You
Toilet
become,
paper
you
rolls.
become numb to it. You become numb.
Yeah, but like you don't realize you need toilet paper rolls, you need hand towel hangers, or what.
A lot of little things.
A lot of little things that build up.
Yeah, I would say that when I first started, I was very scared, and I would like empty my bank account. But now I'm more excited to empty my bank account for a property because I know that I'm just moving the money and doubling it technically. So I think you guys will be at 250 still.
Yeah,
All said and done, when you finish up here,
we'll see.
I think you'll be at 250, right?
100%.
Hypothetically,
100%. This is a project.
I
later
think
time.
you will double that 250 in 2-3 years time
Okay.
and be very comfortable living here.
Yeah.
So I think Kelly needs to understand that, and I think she will as time progresses and this is finished.
100%.
And for people watching this, I understand. I'm glad you guys are talking about budget. I feel like my videos are very like, yeah, just do it. Doesn't matter how much it costs.
Yeah.
But I like to see that you guys are actually thoughtfully thinking about a budget and cost and doing it the right way and getting deals on beams and all this stuff.
Absolutely. That's the way to do it. If you have a good GC, it makes things a lot easier.
Does your dad do work for the general public?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why don't you plug your dad?
Well, he's doing a name change right now, though.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
DM me. If you're my client, you get access to his dad as the GC.
Yeah.
Because your dad's doing a great job.
No, it's honestly great, and it's a lot of stress. I'm not gonna lie about that, but it's your home. It's always gonna.
What
be
are the
stressful.
conversations like when you have to make a decision that you guys don't agree on?
With me and Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh man, listen, happy wife, happy life. That's what it is, baby.
Happy wife, happy life. I love it. That's good.
It's just a lot of planning out. You have to obviously hear the other side. For example, the countertop. I love it. You know, she's not too crazy about it, but
you sacrificed. You let her choose the tile in the kitchen, the bathroom.
The bathroom, yeah. No, I like that tile. Don't.
No, it's a great tile.
Cut that out. No, I
No,
love.
but I'm saying you chose this, she chose that, and that's how you make it work.
Absolutely, and it's what it is. It's a lot. It's decision overload. But once it's said and done, you don't even think about the money. It's your home, and it's going to be beautiful and just the way you want it.
Yeah. Is there anything like advice you can give to people who don't understand? Like, I would say that we even paid a premium for this.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's a tough decision to make.
It is hard. It is hard. You have to.
Like, I guess my question is, did you and Kelly have conversations about like, oh my God, are we paying too much for this house?
All the time.
Really?
You know what? Not even because this is your video. What you're so great at is seeing the vision. Joey does this thing where he walks in, he's like, just gonna go renovate this whole thing. We're gonna put a balcony right here, balcony, man cave for you, Samir. It's gonna be perfect. You have a Porsche. You have a Porsche right over here. You know, it'll be
100%.
You know,
Porsche.
So he sees the vision a way that most homeowners can't, but general contractors can, and it makes it easy because, not gonna lie, when we first came into this house, we were scared, we were nervous. It's a big decision. Did we love it? Not really, but we liked it. We liked it enough to come and check it out and see what it was all about.
Yeah.
And you helped us see the vision, and that just made the conversation start rolling between me and Kelly.
I think I would say I'm good at getting people excited about stuff like this, even though there's nothing to be excited about because it's so much stress, so much work. But I'm glad you guys listened to me because the house looks amazing.
Oh, it's great. I couldn't be happier.
I think this is the perfect example of like pulling the trigger on something that you're still paying a premium for, but it needs a lot of work, but the end result is going to be, it really is priceless.
Yeah.
Like this is becoming harder and harder to find in New Jersey. Like nobody's building this house again.
No.
Builders right now are
just
just
2x4s. Like the original 2x4s compared to something new. It's thicker. Like this is this is literally like a classic car right here.
Yeah.
You don't have this anymore.
Yeah, I think this is a unicorn in itself. I think most oversized two families in good towns are unicorns. So it's okay to pay a premium for certain products.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for the video.
Yeah.
Is there any last bit of advice you want to give to people?
Off the top of the head right here. Oh, I guess my advice is have a general contractor that you can, it's either you,
A good GC.
a good GC, whether it's you, your father-in-law, or your dad.
Yeah, or even just the GC that you don't know that you know,
Yeah.
or a realtor that has recommendations.
No,
for all these
absolutely.
things.
Absolutely. Having a good GC just makes your life easier because there's a lot of times where we can't make a decision and I look at my dad and I'm like, you decide.
Yeah.
You've been in this business for so long, you know what to do. And communication.
So what do you mean?
With your general contractor, with the plumbers, with the HVAC guys, with your spouse, it's so much communication because it's a lot.
How often do you come here?
I work here Saturdays. With my dad. And then I stop by on Sundays, and I also stop by like twice a week.
Twice a week. Okay.
Yeah, Monday through Friday.
So you're basically always checking in.
Always checking in.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, do I know what the hell's going on? Not really, but you just see certain things, and you ask questions. It's a lot of questions.
Yeah. So that's how you learn.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love it. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions for me or my man Samir here, leave some comments on this video and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. We look forward to reading your comments and answering them.
And if you haven't done so already, subscribe.
Like and subscribe. That's
Like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe. Stupid. All right.
no point of this.
There it is.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you.
You're the man.
Oh, you're the better man.